Dear friends, greetings from the Department of English at the PG Center, St. Philomena's Autonomous College. I'm happy today to welcome you all to learn in the domain of literature. This is a preliminary talk in view of our webinar, which will begin on 10th of this month, on an interesting subject that English poetry is our educator. Prior to that, I would like to outline and talk on the subject literature in general. Literature is often compared and likened to a wonderland. This is true of the literature of one's own country. But the literature of another country is both a foreign land as well as a wonderland. A student is like a traveler, but before he can travel with enjoyment and profit, he needs to learn the language of the people among whom he wants to travel. And secondly, if he is wise, he will, on arriving, find a reliable guide who can point out the salient features of distinction and interest. After this, he will be equipped to wander by himself and make his own discoveries. In the same way, to appreciate literature, the student should first understand the language of that literature, and then he would do well to find a guide who can indicate to him the principal features to be observed and examined. Otherwise, he will be bewildered and go astray. Well, I am here as your guide with the assumption that all of you do understand this global language called English. Most of you should be good at English, having learned it from the rock bottom as a cognate subject, ready to travel with me in the realms of literature. One understands by the term literature per se or etymologically a pamphlet, booklet, brochure or folder that are available in any organization for information. For example, when you go to a tourism office, you collect a great deal of information through the literature provided to you. But this is the light meaning of literature in common parlance. But literature, in the formal and strict sense, means a rich repertoire or compendium of works written in the milieu of a particular culture and civilization of a country by great minds about our life, its meaning and interpretation. We often hear the great minds think alike. Whatever they felt and thought ahead of us deeply, or in the form of different literary genre, or what you call it, genre, be it poetry, drama, fiction or prose. Each writer, according to his sensibility, chooses the literary form to communicate his thoughts and feelings. Matter may be the same, but the manner is different. Content may look alike, but the communication is different. If a writer chooses to put across his thoughts steeped in emotion and feeling, and appeals both to our head and heart in melodious expression with meter, rhyme, and rhythm. He is called a poet. There is always more charm, beauty, and elegance in poetry. Poetry is often compared to a riding brother, whereas prose is a walking brother. The virtue of poetry is love, and the virtue of prose is justice. We can sing a poem, but not a prose. Poetry consists of lines and stanzas, whereas prose is in the form of sentences and paragraphs. What you and I will spill over in a page, poetry puts it in short, sweet, and succinct way in a single line. Let me give you an example in the life of the young poet and ardent lover of freedom, Lord Byron. He was a budding poet even at the tender age in school. A composition was given by the English teacher on the first miracle done by Jesus Christ at a village called Cana in Galilee. He went on narrating the incident, how there was a dearth of wine served at the beginning. Those who came for the first service, they consumed the whole lot. And those who sat for the second table, there was a want of wine. Mary, Jesus' mother, was there. She understood the predicament of the host who had invited all the guests. Therefore, knowing the need of the people, she just whispered to her son, saying, "They have no wine." And we are told in the Bible narration that Christ asked the servants to fill the 6 huge jars at the entrance of the festival. Bring readily to the water. Then Jesus asked the servants to draw and supply. And we are told that the water was changed into a delicious wine. And those who drank in the second table were so happy, overjoyed with the special taste of the wine, and started spreading the news of the miracle done by Jesus. So much so, those who drank first came complaining to the host, "How is it that you hid the best wine for those people who came late?" But the host replied, saying, "I had almost exhausted the wine. It was Jesus who converted the water into wine." And this first miracle at the marriage festival made Jesus popular among the people as not a human being, but a divine person who could just command the water to become wine. The teacher finished this and asked the students to write the composition. Lord Byron just lifted the hand within few minutes. "Sir, it is ready," with a piece of paper in his hand. The teacher was shocked. He went on reprimanding him. "How dare you say, sit down and write the composition." "Sir, it is over." And in his fury, he just snatched the paper from the hand of Lord Byron, the little student in the class. And then he read the line. When he read the line written by Lord Byron, his face changed. He was overjoyed, enthused, incredibly. You know what was written by Lord Byron about the big narration of the first miracle of Christ narrated by the teacher? He summarized the whole thing in poetic line. The water saw its master and blushed. Just imagine this lovely poetical line. The whole thing has been summarized on a single line, comparing water as a creature standing high and shy in front of the Maker, Jesus Christ, and therefore felt so shy and coy. And when people feel shy and coy, normally their face becomes blush, reddish in color. So plain water became wine, reddish in color. That is the greatness of the power of poetry, written by Lord Byron. Of course, I gave this example in the backdrop of the culture in which the British people were brought up, wherein they learn the Bible. So it's a part and parcel of their civilization. But let us come to our own country, India. There is an incident which happened in the writings of Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India, hailing from Hyderabad. In the pre-independence period, being a woman, she felt so sensitized by the inhuman way most of the men in India treated their wives. The male chauvinism was at its peak in India. They would come, boast up, and sometimes would beat the wives for nothing, taking a broomstick for no reason at all. She knew all the happenings in India. This is a different culture. And therefore, knowing the culture of India, she started speaking in a poetic line as a piece of advice given to all the husbands of India. Do you know what she wrote? Do not beat your wife even with your flower, for who knows who suffers most. What a beautiful line. You love to be beaten by the petals of any flower. It is so lovely to have that experience of being showered with flowers and beaten by flowers. Do you know, he says, don't even beat your wife with your flower, because she is softer than the soft petal. You must treat the women folk in India who are subjected to male dominion. That has to go. She was a forerunner for feminism in India and empowerment of women, which we talk so much today. And therein lies the poetic line. I am just today briefing you called poetry. We will bring poetry to the text as our great educator in our webinar course starting on 10th of this month. As our college is stepping into the threshold of its 75th platinum year of its existence, my soul, with a heritage tag. We try to take this occasion to enlighten and enrich you in our travel in the realms of God. Friends, I'm looking forward to meeting you through this webinar for your proactive participation, for our own benefit and for the greater glory of God. Thank you.